Do you leave Wednesday? Wednesday night. I leave Wednesday at 2.
You leave Wednesday 2?
At 2:30.
At 2:30.
2:30.
2:30.
Where are you going?
Birmingham first.
Back to Birmingham.
Back to Birmingham.
What are you doing there?
Mary Farley's getting married. Patricia's cousin.
Mary Farley. I remember her at the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I had the weirdest dream the other night.
Oh, yeah. Is this the one you called me about?
Yeah, it's just so weird. It was just the only thing that I remembered when I woke up. It's so interesting what our brains just decide that it wants to show you in your dreams.
Yeah.
Whether you're feeling it or not. It's so weird. So we were all like about to go out. You were drunk.
I was wasted?
You were
wow.
wasted. And everybody was leaving. I don't know who's everybody. I just remember you. Everybody was leaving to go somewhere. And you're running out, but like I couldn't leave yet for some reason. I was like, Heath, wait for me. Don't leave yet. You're like, no, yeah, I'll be here. And then I come back out and you're gone. Like everyone's gone. And if that happened, I'd be annoyed.
Yeah.
But for some reason, my thoughts were speaking out loud. So I could hear how annoyed I was in like the atmosphere, or I don't know. And then I'm in a car that has a top down. But there's no like Uber driver. I just remember me being in the passenger seat.
Okay.
Someone's driving, but it's no one I know or an Uber driver. It's weird.
Okay.
It's like a nice top down car. I felt like we were back in the 70s or something. Like it felt like back in time. And I was so annoyed. And then you pop out in the back seat, like surprise, in the back seat of the car.
Whoa.
And you look like you're pissed. And I was like, dude, that's so messed up, man. You know, like you can't do that because what if like I said something bad, or like what if I was on a call?
What?
Like that's so messed up that you did that.
That you would have been talking bad about me in the
what
Uber
if I
car?
was like talking bad about you?
Right. And then that was it.
And that was it. But it was the weirdest dream. What did my brain process the night before?
It's strange how our brains will try to put it into like a story, or they like surprise you within the dream. Like
just why? Yeah. Like I want someone to put a machine on someone's brain, and I need to know why it does that.
Isn't it crazy that you can surprise yourself in a dream?
Yes.
Wait, that's actually insane. You already thought in your head about surprising yourself with me in the backseat, and you're still surprised.
It's like there's a plot twist.
That's kind of crazy.
That's why, like, I think our brains need stories. It's trying to make sense of it, but it's wild how they toss in these elements of surprise and
so
twist.
You technically knew, but you didn't know.
What do you mean? I knew you're in the back seat.
Yeah, your brain.
Oh, my brain
this story
played a trick on me. Yeah,
yeah. That is really weird to think about.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
What if our brain is the enemy?
I'm just scared about like the day where we can start recording dreams, because the technology is getting close to it, where they've done brain scans of people while they're dreaming, and they're visually able to see what the person is dreaming of.
I've had to murder people like in my dreams.
Yeah, like how
so
private
what,
is that?
Am I gonna get in trouble for that?
Your spouse is like, "Can I see what you dreamt about last night?
Yeah,
let's run it back.
Let's see those dreams."
And don't you not die in your dreams? Like that's not.
I think you wake up right as you're like
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, people think that like, oh, if you die in your dream, you actually do die. But
you're talking about like I'm falling off a cliff, and
boom,
before I hit the ground, I wake
up.
up. So you're not got it
right.
That is so trippy to think about.
Would you want that technology though, if it was pretty accessible?
Absolutely not. Like for someone to like be able to go in my head, like if I'm like being held down by authorities and they're like,
sorry,
we need to.
All I'm thinking about is Mr. Krabs. Dreams and like SpongeBob going into everybody's different dreams, like when they jump into the cloud. Like that's what it would be like.
Cool.
Yeah.
Remember the nightmare I told you guys about? I've brought it up a couple times over the past few years, but like I was getting this a few times every few months, where like my dad is like actively trying to murder me in like this big haunted mansion looking type thing.
Right.
But like my father, who I'm like not scared of. There's nothing he's done to me that's like. You know, he hasn't traumatized me in any way. Like, but for me to look across this mansion where like from window to window, you know, those houses that are like wrap around, you see window to window, him like with a knife,
you
like
know what
lifting like that. That's why is my brain doing that in my head when like I don't see my dad as scary, but like it's doing this to me
because it's just rapidly firing all the neurons of like things that you experienced throughout the day.
It's
so you
me.
probably watched a scary movie. You may have had a conversation with your dad, and it takes
Mix
those
it all together.
two elements and it puts it into one.
But a dream analyst would be like, that's because you feel like your father, you're not living up to the expectations of what he wants for you.
And it
so
happened-
subconsciously, what you're doing is you're trying to kill your ego.
Yes.
It's like, okay.
okay,
Or you just had a weird ass dream.
Yeah.
or just
Anyway.
I just had to, I want to say it before I forgot it because you know how dreams
I
are,
get
know?
you.
Remember the Billie Eilish one where I caught her drunk driving? That was crazy, and like I was actively doing my best to like help her. But someone brought that up somewhere. They're like, Zane, that's really weird that you had that dream with her because she actually in this music video. This happens, and you had this in your dream. Someone did a whole paragraph, and I saw it, and I was like,
producer
"Whoa,
is
weird!"
just recreating your dream as the storyline.
Oh damn! Yeah, there is that music video where she kind of drives into the ocean
Yes,
with Phineas. I got it. My head was under.
I'm really. I think I am Mother God.
Maybe.
What's that lady's name in that documentary? The crazy one.
Oh, Mother God.
Mother God.
Yeah.
Father God.
Mother God.
Well, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Did everybody call their mom yesterday?
Yeah.
Sure did.
Good. Well, yesterday would be a month later. Okay. Well,
Here we go.
we'll scroll the intro. It's coffee time, baby. Let's go. No. Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. I'm Zane.
I'm Heath.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mariah.
And welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on that episode on Spotify or click that episode on YouTube.
Make sure to smash that like button.
Yeah,
Make
smash that subscribe button. You know, smash that Instagram follow button on all of our pages and smash that the comment button.
There we go.
If you're listening or if you're watching right now, comment the eye emoji.
Zane trying to drive engagement.
Yeah.
Alicia taught me.
Is that good to have the eye emoji? Does that really help engagement?
No. Alicia will
just
always
extra
say
comments.
like if you, like on her videos she'll be like, if you guys see
If you made it to this point.
if you made it to this point, comment this emoji.
Okay.
Just very influencer.
to keep it going.
All right.
How's everybody feeling today? We feeling good? Everyone got
real-
good enough sleep last
Feeling real
night?
good.
Yeah. Pretty well rested.
That's good.
Yeah. Made it to the gym. Happy about that.
Do you work out still
win.
every day?
Every day. I would say 4 to 5 days a week.
That's good.
Try to get it in.
Good.
Get that pump in.
Are you still as strong as you
No,
feel like?
well, because I was like sick for a while. I couldn't work out like all the week, and
yeah,
you
yeah.
got summer coming up. You need to get that summer bod going on. Just a little bit of.
Is winter
pumping
when
you.
like you could like really fluff up and like you're kind of hidden?
But people say summer bodies are made in winter, so I don't know.
Got it.
I think it's just now it's getting down to like crunch time and realizing you have so much travel.
Literally.
And, like you're not gonna like work out as much when you travel.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, we've been we're doing a lot of recording these past couple weeks because we all are out of town for a good amount of time.
We're recording this episode kind of weeks in advance.
Weeks.
So if there's just some hot new pop culture topics that we are not covering, just understand we're weeks in advance. But you know what is big in pop culture right now? Everyone's
What?
talking about Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber.
Yes.
Our preggers.
Yes.
They're with child. Can you believe
They're
it?
bearing child.
They're bearing child. What do we
Is
think?
that a big deal?
Yeah.
I feel like it's
I think it's like a pretty iconic couple that's close to our age that
Because
everyone
you
has
think
been.
of like the legacy that's gonna live on.
it should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah,
no,
but
how long have they been
he's
married?
sick. Like it's like
And he's busy.
They have health issues. They're people.
had-
You can't get pregnant like that.
I can.
do we think?
my dick game?
Watch me.
Do we think? Do we think a boy or a girl?
I feel like it's gonna be a girl, but I want them to have a boy.
I just picture, like, I already see it in my head, like the baby Bieber at
Yeah,
like 4 years old, like singing, and everybody's going to be like, he's just like his dad.
Yeah.
You see that?
Do you
Yeah.
think Justin Bieber would want his kid to become a singer, or like pursue a passion somewhere else, or like maybe would want him just to have a normal childhood and not have like the crazy schedule that he had growing up.
I think he'd have a normal childhood, but I think he'd showcase this kid's obviously going to be talented in some way. So I think he's going to have fun like showing off a little bit of what his kid can do, but not be like a state. I don't think they're going to be stage parents. I feel like they're more reserved.
I think Justin's going to be like, he's going to kind of fall off not fall off. Sorry. Like,
pull himself back from the public eye.
I could see him pulling himself back a lot and just like focusing on family.
He's going to be gone for like 10, 15 years. Boom. Random album drop.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like
all about the baby. Talking about love and family and how important
and that's what Chance the Rapper did, and it didn't go too well.
You see, people don't want to hear about that, huh? People want to hear like about heartbreak and drugs. And just negative. Like that's what people like to listen to, negative stuff.
Yeah, people want acid rap.
You know?
Do you think though Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber will name their kid like a quirky name, or do you think they're going to be like very traditional? You know, they go to church a lot. Maybe they're going to go a little biblical with it.
Ezekiel.
Or it could be like just Joseph, or
I think they're not going to go the route of like the weird names.
I think it'll be like Jedediah.
Jedediah. Oh, we're going we're going Amish here.
We're going Duggar.
Wow.
Or they might like, what if it's like Toronto? Because isn't he from like Canada?
Or like Maple.
Yeah.
Or Aubrey, Kendrick.
Chapel.
Aubrey and Kendrick.
What was your girl name supposed to be, Heath? Like if you were a girl? Have they ever talked about this?
I don't know if I was good. I don't think they planned a girl name for me.
Oh, they didn't? They're not even just one in like the back pocket?
I feel like they just knew I was going to be.
He was Micah or Logan.
Micah or Logan, but they
Micah could be a girl's name.
Micah.
Michaela.
Micah's cool.
Michaela.
Mika.
Mika.
Mishka.
Mishka.
Mikael Myers.
Mikael Myers. Yeah, didn't have a girl name.
And same, did you have a girl name?
We never discussed that.
Oh,
no.
I bet she does. I bet if you texted her, she would have a name that she was probably already thinking for you.
I will ask her. Now that you brought that up, I saw on TikTok a few days ago of like there somebody was like presenting something that you should give to your parents for like Mother's Day or Father's Day or their birthday, anything, and it was the cutest thing. But it's pretty much like a journal, and on the front says like something about writing your life down. And
like one of those things where you ask your parents these important questions and they answer them.
It's like almost like a journal, and it's like, hey, write about like
your first
your
job,
life.
or
like you were born. Where'd you live for the first few years of your life? What was your first job? Who was your first boy? Like, but just write it all down, just so like the sons or daughters can have that on them.
Yeah, that's so important.
And I thought it was really interesting because like I don't know much about my mom's like childhood or like any of that. I don't even know how my mom and dad met.
Isn't
that crazy?
Yeah,
oh, really?
I just like never, because they've been divorced most of my life. So like I don't like to ask them questions about their past because it could be like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Especially since it was a long time. And they're both like, I was still young when they both got remarried. So it was just like something I never wanted to tap into.
Right. My mom had a previous marriage too.
Yeah.
And that's always just such a wild chapter where I didn't know about it until I was like 10 or so because she never wanted to really bring it up. Mm-hmm. But just knowing, like, I wouldn't be born if it wasn't for my mom marrying this guy or having divorcing him,
exactly.
You know? But it is interesting that your parents have had these chapters of their life that you kind of know nothing of.
And it's not like I didn't care, but I just didn't feel comfortable asking ever. And so I feel like I'd want to give that to her so I can like read it.
Yeah.
And that'll be like my first book that I've read in a long time.
I do think there's also like ones that are apps.
Write
as
an
well.
essay.
Yeah, I don't think my mom
can you do some homework for me?
My mom would be so annoyed if she had to like.
Your mom would be like,
she'd feel like she has to do it. Actually,
maybe that's gave her a week-long task.
Yeah, maybe that's not the best gift to give her. I just thought it was really cute.
And Mariah, for you, if you were a boy, you have brothers. Would it have been your brothers' names or?
I was actually going to be Dino.
Dino? That's like your cat's name.
It is my cat's name.
Your name really would have been Dino with an O at the end, not Dean, but you would have gone by Dino, but really.
Dino.
D-I-O, like
Dean Martin was Dino.
D-I-N-O.
Dino.
I would have been Sarah.
Sarah.
Sorry to all the Sarahs.
There's so many Sarahs.
Wait,
now I'm just picturing you as a Sarah.
Why does he look like a Sarah?
Sarah King. Sarah with an H probably too. Yeah.
You can have so much fun with King, like the ing at the end. I feel like there's so many jokes you can do.
Oh yeah.
Like marking. You know
well, Patricia also, her brother's name's Crawford, and then she was like loving the name Ford, like taking that half, and even like a girl named Ford, and I'm like, are you Ford King kidding me? Like it sounds
Ford King.
Ford King.
Yeah.
But it does sound a little nice. I don't know.
Is Patty excited?
Patty, calling my wife Patty. Love it. Patty Flack. Yeah, my wife.
Is P
P Patty. Is Patty excited to have her last name King?
Yes. I think she is. She has not changed the Instagram handle, but her like Instagram top name is now Patricia King. Yeah. I don't know if she wants.
I love short last names.
Right.
Or like incredibly long.
Yeah. Like if my wife's last name was shorter than mine, I'd probably want to take hers. Just because I love short names. It's just cleaner. It's just nice.
Yeah. It's phonetically.
If something was easier than Hijazi, like a Sue or something, like
Ong.
Ong. Yeah. I'd be like, let's just take yours.
Did you hear about that one girl who's like, an influencer, and she married this like billionaire, like an heir to like a billionaire family, and her name is like something Asplund, or like Catherine Asplund or something.
Asplund?
It's like a very weirdly specific sounding last name. So she reached out to someone who had the handle like Catherine.Asplund or Catherine Asplund, the handle, and asked them if she could like buy their handle. And the person said, I'm sorry, no, you actually can't buy handles because that's illegal and I don't want my account to get banned. She goes, can you prove to me that this is actually your name? Because I don't believe it. I'm now married to like the Asplund family and we're the only family that has the name. And the girl was just like, nope, this is my last name. I'm not American, blah, blah, blah. And this girl just sounds like a spoiled fucking brat demanding to have this Instagram handle.
Is it just add Asplund or is
Catherine
it like
Asplund?
Catherine Asplund? Okay.
Because now that she's this billionaire family, she wants the handle to be tied to her name. And this girl who owned the account just screenshotted how crazy of this conversation is.
Is she like
and put it out online? Wow. And this girl looks ridiculous now that all of these screenshots are out there.
Oh no!
And how embarrassing too to like their billionaire family, who's just like,
and she's just like,
this is the new girl making the Asplund family look.
That was how I got Zayn.
Billionaire's wife, Catherine Asplund, allegedly bullies this girl who owns this Instagram account.
Oh no.
And just the screenshots of the whole entire conversation is incredibly cringe. And like her TikTok name is like Lost Etiquette, like thinking that there's just a lost etiquette in the way of life. And girl, you've lost etiquette the way you were trying to like hit up this Instagram account. She goes, hi, I was wondering if I could purchase your username from you. Just got married and this is my new name. She goes, hi, congrats. That's my name too. I Googled it and selling my Instagram would get me banned from Instagram. She goes, well, I purchased my username in the past, and actually that's not true. Celebs do it all the time, and they all have handles in their full name. So weird. Didn't know there was another Asplund family out there. There's no Catherine Asplund in our family.
I hate the way she's going about it.
She goes, this is my Finsta I use for private stories. I don't want to get banned. Sorry. She goes, actually, I don't believe that your name is actually Asplund. And she goes, you can report me. She goes, just did, and my fiance too. She goes, you're asking me to do something to get my account banned. I doubt Instagram would take that lightly. She goes, I'm asking you to change your username because you're pretending to be someone you're not. She goes, my name is Catherine. She goes, which is illegal.
What? Oh my God.
She goes, nope, you asked to purchase my username, which is against Instagram rules. I just reported you. Boop. Posted, shared it all out.
That's crazy.
You know, her husband is like, babe, what fuck did you just do?
She would not take no for an answer. And it's such a long name too. Just go get like Cat Asplund or
do the dot at least in between. Do you need it to be like the full handle?
Yeah.
She did.
It's great though, I guess. Well, it's interesting now that like Instagram has cracked down on like buying and selling usernames, because there was a time where that was like a whole market to be in.
Oh,
of like, if you owned cars, the Instagram cars, you could like sell that and trade it for like.
It was like a URL for like websites.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah,
basically, and you could just curate the whole account. You were always the top one at the top, and you could make money off of it.
I think now you can't even get a handle that has only 3 letters in it. I think the max or the least amount of letters you can have is 4 letters.
But unless you're tight with somebody,
yeah, like J-Lo.
is just J-Lo.
J-Lo, but like she was, I think it. And I think there's a certain time that they stopped doing that. Like it has to be at least 4 or 5 letters.
You just have to know who's the head of Instagram. I guess it's Zuckerberg. It's not Evan Spiegel's Snapchat. But like Allison Williams, though, that actress, she only has AW because she knows people.
Damn, that's sick. 2 letters.
Yeah.
Mariah, what would your two-letter handle be?
I want R.I.
R.I.
Right.
It'd be Ma. It's the Ma movie account.
Oh, yeah. I would do AI.
Oh, very good.
You're trying to get the tech world. It's all about what's going to work.
I would love just to get Matt King, but I don't know. It's
Why don't you DM them?
I should. Well,
no,
Matt, you should text, or you should text just like this girl did.
Send the exact messages.
Because I want him to screenshot and post it, and everyone's just like, oh my God, it's the same girl.
I'm just doing it word for word.
What's a crazy business too is people that build up accounts for like certain content and then they sell the account like because it like starts like generating money and you can like sell it for like a flat rate as a business basically.
That's crazy that people buy accounts like that. You're buying pretty much, it's going to be garbage by the time it gets to you because you're going to post something else and then you lose everybody. It's crazy that people think that buying an account means that those people are going to stay there. It's so crazy.
It is strange, but that's still illegal, right?
I believe so.
But it's happening all the time.
Yeah.
If you are just giving the email fully over and giving them the login, I guess lucratively
they'll
you can
catch
get away
that though.
with that.
I feel like Instagram in their system, they see if there's a account that just changes out of nowhere and then all these people are like either reporting or unfollowing it. Can't they won't they just see, oh, what was this account before like a few days ago and see that it was like obviously just changed to Charmin Ultra?
Yeah.
From Huddy, from Lil Huddy to Charmin Ultra. They're going to fucking see that.
Man, imagine getting caught with that though. Like everybody traces it back to your account. Like you're the one that sold it to Charmin.
If I were to sell my account to anybody, I think it'd be like,
there was one guy who had Royal Caribbean. I think he owned that, and Royal Caribbean was like, we want this account badly. And he goes, well, what do you have? And then I think they gave him like free cruises for life, or
they gave him I want a cruise.
one cruise. No,
I want a ship.
Oh, man, if you had an airline, though, that'd be nice.
Oh,
you just fly for free because you gave them the account. Boom.
Damn, that's nice.
Damn, we should have.
If only we knew that Instagram was going to become a social media platform more than a photo editing app.
All of them. Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, Rocket Money.
Catch this, guys. Most Americans think they spend about $62 per month on subscriptions, but get this. The real number is closer to actually $300. That is literally $1,000 a year, half of which I've probably forgotten about.
But thankfully, we started using Rocket Money and they found a bunch of subscriptions we completely forgot about. And then they helped us cancel the ones we didn't want anymore.
Exactly. With Rocket Money, we have full control over our subscriptions and a clear view of our expenses. We can see all of our subscriptions in one place. And if I see something we don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel with just a few taps.
And I personally love how the dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month, so I can clearly see my spending habits. Plus, they help me create a custom budget and keep my spending on track.
Also, Rocket Money will even try to, negotiate lower the bills for us by up to 20%. All you got to do is submit a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll even deal with customer service for you.
And Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features.
So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/unfiltered. Guys, I have like a ton of editing apps, just a ton of apps in my phone that I just forget about. And then I'm spending hundreds of dollars a month and like I just don't even realize it. And they're even charging me on apps that like are deleted off my phone, but they still charge me for the app that doesn't exist anymore.
Yep.
But good thing Rocket Money is there to whack those subscriptions out of the way, baby.
That's right. And you can get the help too. All you have to do is go to rocketmoney.com/unfiltered.
One more time so you don't forget, that's rocketmoney.com/unfiltered.
Thank you, Rocket Money, for helping us save money and all of our listeners.
Do you know all of our names are next to each other at Saddle Ranch? You, me.
Yeah, I saw that.
All three of ours right next to each other.
Uh-huh.
It's really cool.
It's really nice.
I was just there on Saturday.
Ryan.
I was on Saturday, and all three.
I'm just waiting for the day that somebody just
chisels it off.
Chisels it off.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
It'll happen.
I hope nobody does that.
No, they're really like glued in there, man. They would damage the bar.
Not as much as you think. Not as much as you think.
Actually, come off quite easily.
Yeah.
Did you guys get the coin though?
The sobriety coin?
No, the Saddle Ranch coin.
They're giving out coins now.
What's the coin?
Well, when I got my plaque, I got a certified like Saddle Ranch honorary member coin.
So what does it do?
He knew damn well we didn't get a coin. So where'd you guys put your coin? Do you keep it on you?
So what's this coin do?
The coin, there's a letter that comes with it, and from what I remember, because I got my plaque a couple months ago,
Yeah, we get it.
that the way I interpreted it, no matter what event is happening at the Saddle Ranch, so sometimes people will rent it out. It can be closed for an event, maybe an after party for a Western themed movie.
Justin Bieber's baby shower.
We can still get in with our medals.
Wow.
Mariah. You think somebody put it up on Google Images?
You never know.
The Saddle Ranch
She put
coin.
Saddle Ranch coin plaque.
Yeah, what's that going up on eBay? I don't think any member has ever
Well, Heath and I have the gold member card. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't know about the card. You earn points?
The card is whenever we go in, it's free food and free drinks.
Free food and
whenever we
beverages.
go in.
And that's on a card, or that's just like...
No, it's not an actual card. It's just like when you, if you were to go pay for something, you present the card and they go, oh, okay.
Actually, that does kind of happen when I'm there. I do now.
Okay, can we have one thing?
Can we have one thing that we lied about? Like, dude.
Well, I'm just like...
No, we don't have any special services.
They bring
except for
me
the plaque.
chips and guac and fries.
They do?
Yeah,
free
they
of
do that for
charge.
every customer.
That's free? Damn.
Cheesecake
back.
Factory gives us free bread every time we sit down.
Cheesecake Factory. I love cheesecake. I was just talking about
chocolate
how I
bread?
want to go back
The
there.
chocolate bread.
Are you guys fans of cheesecake?
Factory or your ass dessert?
Sorry, Cheesecake Factory. Sorry, I say cheesecake for short.
They're tight like that.
Yeah, we're tight.
Yeah, I love
We're on a
Cheesecake
first name
Factory.
basis.
I just wish it wasn't like snuggled in like a mall.
I can only do a
I want
bite.
it standing alone so I can go whenever I want.
Right.
I love happy hour there. I love the ambience. I love just strolling through like, what's up, baby? What's up? It's just not a nice environment.
Yeah.
And I like to have my lunches there sometimes, and I don't want to have to walk in a mall.
They're not all
to
at the
go-
mall.
They are.
Most
in the mall.
are in the
No.
LA area.
The ones here, yeah.
Well, there's one in Pasadena. 15
Baby, I'm
minutes.
not going all the way to Pasadena.
He thinks it's so far. It's
It is
15 minutes.
It's not 15 minutes. I want you to put Cheesecake Factory in your phone right now,
I think you're
Pasadena.
gonna be waiting for like 45 minutes
Yeah,
for a table.
it's too much.
I need a reservation at Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Because like when you're sitting there waiting, you're like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life?
And what sucks is that there's like 60 people in the waiting room,
Yeah.
like waiting with you. It's not like it's you never feel like you're next.
Yeah, no.
There's just everybody's just kind of.
I do wonder what the food quality is there now after not going for a few years.
Oh, it's still
so
amazing.
good.
Still amazing,
Are
right?
you-
Unbelievable.
It's
It's an
even better.
institution. It's an institution.
You can
Crush
take
it.
classes there. If there's a
Yes.
study now where
It's
you
an
can go.
academy, man. There's also a Cheesecake Factory, I feel like, down in the marina. Is there not? Or maybe I'm thinking, down in Long Beach.
Have you guys been to City Walk recently? Like Universal City Walk? Have you seen the Chocolate Emporium?
Oh, yeah.
It's
When
like
did they build that thing?
We've talked about this when they were building it. I
Oh,
feel
really?
Like, on
we
this.
talked about how
Yeah.
the workers wear.
Like Willy Wonka, like the Oompa Loompas?
Like a chef outfit almost. And they like kind of steampunk too, right?
Yeah.
Steampunk chocolatiers.
We were just there yesterday to watch a movie. What movie did we watch?
Fall Guy.
Very good.
I was just talking to Danielle and she said y'all
Oh,
saw it.
yeah,
so-
Fall Guy. Amazing.
You liked it?
So fun.
Wait, the Chocolate Emporium or the movie?
The movie. We didn't go inside the Chocolate Emporium. We had to go to the movie. But the movie was really good. It was very fun.
Yeah.
It's it pretty much casts a light on stuntmen.
Oh, cool.
Shout
really
out to
cool
the
movie.
Stuntman.
But it's a full comedy. It's like very.
I wanted to be
unserious.
a stuntman when I was a kid so bad. For like a little bit as a stuntman
I
phase.
texted Reed asking if he was in it, but he didn't respond.
Probably means he wasn't in it.
But you know what? There's actually less stuntmen in there than like other movies, so maybe not.
Because everybody in there was their own stuntman, or because there wasn't enough stunts?
There wasn't enough, I think, stunts in there. Like, I think Mission Impossible has more stuntmen than
Got
this
it.
movie did.
Did you ever play that video game Stuntman on like PS2.
No,
and it
but
was
that
like you're
sounds
a
really
car,
familiar.
and you would set up cameras, and like you were shooting a movie, but you had to like move the car in a way so it looked good on
that's
camera.
cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was kind of an okay video game, but the idea was really dope.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, to be a stuntman though, just to get fucking like hit like all the time.
Oh, the I know you guys haven't seen it yet. Only me and Matt have. Baby Reindeer. So
Yes.
the crazy creepy stalker lady that was in the show.
This is the one where the guy plays himself.
Yes.
Okay.
So when the show came out, you know, it was a hit. Everybody was talking about it, especially since it was a true story, and the actor that played in it is the actual person that it happened to. So everybody is just online trying to find who these people are. The director.
It's just an
This is
image.
what y'all watching?
You gotta see this movie. It's
They played themselves. This is the real
Matt, do you see that? What the fuck
Yes.
is that? So everybody wanted to see not only the real people, you know, the good people, but also the really fucked up people in the movie. They're like, we want to find
Who's
them, we want to call
Martha?
them out.
Who's the real Martha?
And
Okay.
so there was like a couple people found like, I think this is her, but none of them were her. And then they found the tweets and they're like, guys, this is definitely her. It matched with the timeline of like when this happened to him.
And she's a notorious like misspeller, like sent from my iPhone. Like it's almost like she's dyslexic.
So
the way
what she does is that she doesn't have an iPhone, but on the bottom of her email, she'll say "sent from iPhone." She'll like type it in
And misspelled.
to make it to make it seem like she has an iPhone. But like in person, she clearly doesn't have an iPhone. Like she was a crazy. What is it? A narcoleptic liar?
Narco just falls asleep.
like a narcissist. Like
every time she lies, she passes out.
a narcoleptic.
It's like
Have my
it's like-
curtains fixed.
Zane, it's like a new age Pinocchio. Every time she lies, she falls asleep.
A narcoleptic liar. A narcissistic.
Yeah.
That was the funniest shit
So
I've ever heard.
and obviously her character in the show, she's like very like she's a huge attention seeker too.
Like sending 45 emails, hundreds and hundreds
Yeah.
of texts,
Just to
thousands
this
of
one
hours
person.
of voicemail. Yeah.
So Pierce Morgan, once everybody found her, Pierce Morgan interviewed her
Okay.
on the show.
the real Martha.
Oh,
and
no way.
she's just like her.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Crazy.
yeah. Completely delusional, still lying. Said that she's only met him like 3 times. And he's just like, we also have like thousands of voicemails. So, like, you didn't leave any of these calls. And she's like, no, he's probably recording me at the
Do
bar.
you think he had video of her so he could show the actress? How was she able to do her so perfectly without like he had to have had footage of her?
For sure. I mean, he had all the voicemails, so she
No, I
definitely.
know the voicemails, but-
for sure, he probably still found the Facebook to show photos to get the casting people to cast somebody similar to her, and the voicemails for like character study work. Absolutely,
And it was
So
like
good.
spot on to what the character
Pretty
was.
Pretty spot on.
and she's just still lying, fully delusional.
Yeah, just-
also, kind of iconic at the same time, where it's like everyone's just like memeing it, using the audio. It's brilliant.
It's crazy how people take bad people like that, and there's just something about them where you just cannot hate them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Similar to the Robert Durst.
Or you're similar to Robert
Got-
Durst. Guys,
Real quick, we don't really watch much new stuff.
you don't watch anything, Heath.
And this is not
we
that
tried.
new. This has
We
been out
tried.
since like 2015.
I know. I can't believe this is the first I've heard about it. Zane told me the other day, he's like, out of all the shows I've recommended and told you to watch, you have to watch this one.
This is a true crime documentary
Yeah.
that's on Max called The Jinx.
So Mariah and I watched it the other night, binged the entire first season. It was the craziest story I've ever heard in my life. I'm still like in shock from finishing the season finale of season 1.
Just to kind of sell it to you guys, there is pretty much one scene in this entire documentary which makes the entire thing worth watching, where you're sitting there, you're like,
And to,
how?
and to
My
give you
jaw
guys
hit the floor.
and to give you guys context, Robert Durst is a man who is an heir to one of the wealthiest families that is part of like New York City. They own a shit ton of real estate.
Yeah.
And in the 70s, he was tied to the disappearance of his wife, believed to be murdered. He was also tied to 2 other murders that also happened, and he was managed to get away from it every single time. There is a movie called All Good Things that came out, I believe, in like the late maybe 2007, 2009, with Ryan Gosling and Kirsten Dunst. And the director, I think it's Robert Zemeckis or something.
Yeah.
He made that movie to get the real life Robert Durst's attention for him to reach out to get the full story.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happens in the beginning of this true crime documentary.
Pretty much, yeah.
Is that they're able to interview the real Robert Durst and try to figure out how exactly he is tied to these 3 murders.
Well,
and they have him
on.
in
He
the-
wanted to clear his name.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want people thinking like he came on to be like to tell his side because he's like, I don't like what the media is like putting out about me, portraying me as like.
Yeah.
I'd like to at least have people hear it from my own mouth rather than what people are saying about me. And you're like, oh wow, this is like really noble. Like,
and it's like very rare for like a team to be able to get the actual person in suspect as a face for the entire doc. And this is like the first time you really see that. And it's just such a good crime documentary.
We don't want to give too much away, but if I think this might intrigue people to watch it, I'm just gonna say this guy has done really bad things, but he is so lovable.
Mariah loves him.
Heath and I multiple times looked at each other and we were just like, you feel
He's
bad.
the sweetest thing in the world.
You gotta watch it because I think everybody will feel the same. People in the documentary felt the exact same way.
And that's how people saw like the serial killers, like
Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy.
Yeah,
it's like there's a certain charm.
But those are heartthrobs.
Yeah.
This guy isn't trying to charm.
He's a heartthrob. Look at him. Dang. Little cutie.
He wasn't portrayed as that. It's just he just comes off so innocent.
He's just a grandpa.
Oh man, we love him.
And for the people who are listening and watching, you may be like, oh, but this has been around for like a long time. Why are they talking about this? The reason why there's been like a revival in people watching The Jinx is because they just came out with The Jinx Part 2, which is a follow-up on what all went down with the Robert Durst case post the documentary.
And there's a reason they came back.
Yeah, there's a reason they came back, which is 7 years later. What crime doc has come out with a part 2 7 years later?
On such a cliffhanger.
I
don't know any documentaries that this has happened to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Like 100%.
Like after watching documentaries are I respect people that make documentaries. There's like that whole world. I get it. But this just made me fall in love with the whole
with Robert. Me too.
Because there's
documentaries.
Because the investigation happens within the documentary. I hate the ones where like they're covering a case, but they're just drawing it out so long where you could have just read the Wikipedia page and fully understood like what was going on. Like there's nothing.
They got right to everything. The timeline was seamless,
and it's documented the entire time. Like you're in every single aspect of the show with the cameraman.
It's not even a full documentary. It's a documentary / movie. It's a movie. You're watching a movie in real time.
It felt like I was watching an episode of Catfish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the vibe. I don't like the documentaries where they use like actors. They're showing everybody. Like this is like
I will
real.
say this is the first time I've seen Mariah stay up and not fall asleep and just
that says not much, but
well, she also got hooked within the first 5 minutes because the wife was clearly from New York and had like a Staten Island accent and was just
I'm
like
listening.
the attitude.
Kathy. Yeah, she was nasty.
No, not
huh?
Kathy, the new wife.
nasty one.
Oh.
You know who she reminds me of? Kathy Moriarty.
Moriarty?
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, there's a lady that she's in the Casper movie.
Zane, how do you know who Catherine Moriarty? That is crazy. Right when you're saying it, I'm like, he's not talking about the Casper lady.
Yeah, the Casper lady. Like that's the one. That's who. Like,
what's this?
Yeah.
Oh, you want this?
The whole time, that's who I'm like seeing is her. That whole time. So in my head, I was like, she's bad. 100% bad. Guilty because of Casper.
You know, fun fact about Catherine Moriarty, she's in Casper. For some strange reason, she's also in Casper Meets Wendy with Hilary Duff. She's one of she's a whole different character. She's one of Wendy's evil like stepmothers.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I was high as fuck watching Casper Meets Wendy, and I'm like, That's the woman from the first Casper.
That doesn't happen often.
No, it
you would think
doesn't.
somebody in there would be like, "Hey, we shouldn't do this."
Man,
But maybe they just loved her
Casper.
so much. She is good. She's great.
She's still alive.
That was a really good impression, by the way, of her and Casper.
Yo, what's this? Oh, I'm gonna live forever, huh? And then Eric Cole is in it, and he's like, "You don't understand. We need to get the potion, and we're gonna."
Such a good movie.
Yeah,
You rewatch
and the
that.
set of Casper is also where they shot the Everybody music video from Backstreet Boys.
no
when
way.
they're all the monsters and they're like everybody, yeah.
Oh wow! And that's because of the Casper movie.
Because I think they were like, we need like a haunted set. They're like, well, we just shot Casper, so if
Yeah.
you guys want to come use this
Got
set,
it for a couple more days.
I love that.
I love that chair that like goes around the house.
I love that house so much. My mom got me like a set where you open it and it's the Casper house. Where,
No
like it shows the door.
way.
It shows like the door where like booby traps and all that in the house. I played with that for a little bit.
Casper gets dark
Yeah.
though, because
Oh my god, that's it. Where? That's it.
wow.
Oh, that was my favorite.
You had that?
Show it open. Show it open.
Oh, that's worth like $100 now, Zane.
Wow,
You showed
that's pretty
open?
cool.
Wow.
So, all right, you see the closet on the second floor?
Yes.
So that actually, like when you go in, it goes down all the way to the back of the house. Like it's like a booby trap, or it's like an escape route to the back of the house.
ooh.
Have you seen a Barbie dream house?
Yeah.
It'll
This ain't
blow your
shit.
mind.
I didn't give a
was
shit about that.
Casper ain't shit.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Catherine Moriarty.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our next sponsor of this podcast, Shopify.
Woo, you hear that, baby? Mm-hmm. That's the sound of another sale on Shopify. And the moment another business dream becomes a reality.
Shopify is the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide.
Whether you're selling hats, shirts, shorts, socks, candles, mugs,
Underwears.
merch, I don't know, CDs. You're selling your clothes. You know, you want to get rid of all your clothes. You're selling your stuff. Just literally anything. Shopify, Simplify, selling online and in person so you can focus on successfully growing your business.
That's right, baby. Shopify has you covered in every sales channel, from their in-person POS system to an all-in-one e-commerce platform. It even lets you sell across social media marketplaces like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
And packed with industry-leading tools ready to ignite your growth, Shopify gives you complete control over your business and your brand without having to learn any new skills in design or code, which someone like me, I do not know at all about that world. So this just makes it so much easier to use.
And thanks to their 24/7 help and an extensive business course library, Shopify is there to support your success every step of the way.
As you guys know, Heath and I have had many successful businesses
Great success.
together. And of course, the first place we went to was Shopify. We still use Shopify. It is just the best tool for people like us that don't know how to run a business. You know what I mean?
And now it's your turn to get serious about selling and try Shopify today.
Exactly. You could do that right now. You can sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/unfiltered, all lowercase.
Again, all you have to do is go to shopify.com/unfiltered to take your business to the next level today.
Exactly, buddy. That's shopify.com/unfiltered. Thank you, Shopify, for sponsoring today's episode. We love you so much and helping our viewers grow their businesses, baby.
Did you guys have like a fake kitchen when you were kids?
Of course.
No, never did.
I
Oh,
I
wait.
still don't understand it.
I would go to other kids' house where they had kitchens where I'd play.
I had a fake backyard like plastic shack house that had a kitchen like in it, but I didn't have like the Fisher Price one.
Where you had like a
indoors.
spatula and like a fake burger and like a fake.
There's a microwave. There's an oven.
Yeah, I blame my parents for not getting me that because now I can't cook. So I feel like if they got me that, I would have been able to.
They should have been teaching you young.
Did you have
Yeah.
a workbench?
So I had a full blown like, I'm not joking,
Oh, I feel it. I used to.
full tool set, like
blade
whole-
saw, like
every skill saw, everything. And I remember bringing that around a lot. I used to go to all the soccer games with it.
But that was like the worst is like you be playing on like a fake kitchen set and you're already hungry and
it
you're
does
like, I'm
nothing.
making myself
Like,
a fake grilled cheese.
I get Easy Bake Ovens. It's a toy and it's a treat.
Did that actually work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why never did he make a boy Easy Bake Oven?
They
always,
did.
but it was like bugs. They're like,
It was creepy, crawly
they're
like gummies.
If the boys are gonna be cooking, give them bugs,
Worms.
Like, can I just make myself a little treat?
Cupcake? I want to
let me
make
get
a
a Pop-Tart.
cupcake.
God,
Why
man.
cupcake had to be only for girls?
The toxic masculinity up in the
I
toys of
hated
the
it.
'90s,
And
man.
they had to make it so like cute, and it's
Yeah, come
I
on.
had that. The creepy crawlers.
And that shit was chemicals burning, man. You need like you need an N95 mask for that. We were probably inhaling stuff.
Just
that
red
was just,
40 everywhere.
Even the Easy Bake Oven, it was cooked with a light bulb.
Isn't that
was the
insane?
heat.
It wasn't an oven.
oh, yeah,
was
because
a
it wasn't
light-
connected to the heat.
It was a light bulb.
Did you have to like? How long was that cook? Was it like an hour?
45 minutes.
You're like, as a
It was
kid-
like a weekend.
It's like, how long
You have
did
to
it
set it
actually
up for a
take?
slumber
it
party.
was like a
Wait.
crock pot. Like,
Oh my
dump it and
God.
leave it.
Make sure you leave that in for days.
This is the one
And
I
you could
had.
only cook like one at a time. So like your
Yeah.
friend who came over, playtime was over, but like you had to go home. You never even got to enjoy the cooking.
I bet you parents, they would buy that and they would see how long it took. And like, damn, this is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, when the kids aren't around.
Have you heard about that new way of cutting a sandwich that's going kind of viral?
The Mercedes logo?
Yeah.
Oh, like a peace sign?
So, like, you know, the traditional ways are like you cut across, you cut diagonal, you cut it in half, or you do psycho mode where you just don't cut a sandwich
Yeah.
at all. This one says to cut it in a Y formation
Why?
because you get
Why?
like you get 3 different bites. You're kind of catching things on like a different angle.
Okay.
People just think it's the move. It's a kind of a new way to spice up
I
eating
can't
a
stand
sandwich.
I already know my favorite.
Guy on internet potentially just changed everything we know about cutting.
Shut
just
up.
eat it.
Someone at BuzzFeed like I gotta make.
Meanwhile,
this
if you
viral.
scroll down to my Instagram, I have a piano made out of my sandwich.
She does.
a piano made out of your sandwich.
I took like cold cut ingredients, like the bread and the cold cuts, and I made up a grand piano.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I'll
A
show you.
grand piano. How big was it?
Like a full Steinway. Like
Size of a sandwich.
When you're bored and poor.
like you have all of the piano keys, like the black keys and everything.
I'll
like,
show you. I'll show you. What was your favorite ingredient household snack?
Ooh.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
For
yeah.
example, if we wanted like some dessert, my mom would give us a handful of like chocolate chips.
Yeah, the chocolate morsels.
Yeah. Or ingredient household snack would be shredded cheese on top of Doritos in the microwave.
Yeah, Tostitos. People
Got
do that.
it.
Croutons.
Croutons,
Just
yeah.
croutons.
Just croutons.
Did you not grow up
I
in
used
an
to do that
ingredient
all the time.
household? Ingredient households are households that like
The strudel icing.
you didn't have fun stuff in your pantry.
Yeah,
Growing
you didn't
up.
have like bars
You
that were
weren't
done
allowed to
together for
have-
like a snack.
Yeah, we didn't have like the Pop-Tarts and like the fun snacks. We just had ingredients and you would make your own meal out of it.
We at least had Pop-Tarts.
No.
But we
I-
couldn't have
our-
it every day. It would only be like sometimes. because
Our
my
treat
mom-
was like you go in, there was that yellow Toll House bag of chocolate morsels, and you just
And that was it.
that was it. That's all you got.
You put it in a little Dixie cup.
Oh,
like,
you know what was a treat though? We would take white bread and you would put it in a toaster, pop that bitch out, put some butter, and then just cinnamon sugar on top.
Yes.
Oh, that's a move.
My mom would make like French toast, but it was that.
Zane.
A spoonful of peanut butter. Yes.
Ew,
That was
Anybody-
it.
Celery and peanut butter and a little bit of raisins, a little bug in a boat.
That's good. That's ants on a log.
Leah
Ants
just,
on a log.
Leah just
Bug in a
made me that,
boat.
and I've never heard of it.
Oh yeah.
She
Zane,
made
you're
me
saying
ants on a
ew, but the
log.
point is like we didn't have another option.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have like dessert in the house, so we would do chocolate chips. Or Ovaltine. Like I was just like like anything.
Don't play
Ovaltine.
victim.
Wait,
that was your mom being a bad mom.
you take like
Yeah, we
Ovaltine
weren't-
powder?
Yeah, I was bad. Like Zane with the condensed milk, I would sneak like a
My mom was a Nesquik kind of lady.
Butter and
Oh, we had that like
But I was never allowed to have it.
that jug that was like this. It was like this shape, like
Yeah.
this tall,
And the bunny's on it,
and
and
the
he's like-
whole lid pops off. That was
Oh, that's a
Bubba.
that's a Meemaw snack.
butter and saltines.
No.
Yup.
Yum.
I always love Zane when we're eating at restaurants. He does like impressions of like old ladies eating.
Eating.
Like,
So Joe's just grab the jelly and you put it on like a little cracker and just.
just making a little something.
Oh yes, peanut butter and jelly on a cracker. We
Yes.
do half and half.
Another one I used to do a lot, probably like every day when I got home. You know that that like can of cheese.
Oh, the
You like it was
Cheese
whipped.
whiz?
It was like whipped cream cheese.
Ew.
You know what I'm talking
you eat that?
Cheese whiz.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And you like on a Ritz cracker, you tip it upside down and just, and then it just like
Yeah, it's the cheese whiz like that.
it's the best thing in the
It's the
world.
Leaning Tower of cheese.
Leaning Tower of cheese.
Woo woo. Smoky. Goofy movie. If
there
you
we
know, you
go.
know.
The rumors are true.
Yes.
That's her piano.
That's amazing.
Oh, this is art. Hello, Cake Boss. Like, what?
You main feeded that
Wait,
too.
are those gumdrops at the bottom or crackers?
They're
What
old carrots.
Nice.
You know when carrots get like dust, like they get ashy?
Put this in the MoMA. For the people listening, Mariah has taken bread, crackers, and are those little bits of celery or
Yeah,
like?
we got celery, we got cheese as the keys, we got salami in the back doing the
Is this on
technical
pumper?
work.
Is this on pumpernickel?
No, that's crust.
And what's the green things?
Oh no, you know what? Those are the ends of chives.
Oh,
You spend all that time doing this, but you won't post a TikTok.
In 2012? I think not.
Hey, Mariah, we're going to a party tonight. You want to come? Nah, I'm good.
I'm busy.
Busy.
Booked and busy.
It was a different time.
That was much more detailed than I thought it'd be. I thought it was gonna be like a very crappy
Thank you.
piano. That deserves to be in a museum. I'm not gonna lie. You should blow it up, like make it really big, like a life-size piano, and make it all out of those ingredients.
A real
And
piano
that should be
made
your
of
next
bread.
project.
Pretty good.
A working one, though.
Someone to buy it.
it needs to be tuned. You know, like piano to get a piano
She was
tuned.
watching way too much Food Network.
Did you make that as well?
Yeah.
Right, you should make logos
God.
for companies.
But it's all out of food.
Right, that should be like a charcuterie company.
Nothing else to do.
That could be like a good like edible arrangement like logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be like a charcuterie board company. Like we provide music and charcuterie boards. Wow.
Did you guys hear about Thomas Jefferson University? They just had their
Yes.
graduation's been going viral because
This
of-
lady is like, so
What?
it's a graduation.
So you know how a graduation works? Someone is on the podium and announcing all of the graduates' names before they walk across the stage and accept their diploma. Somebody who was in charge of reading out these graduates' names does a terrible job. Now, I think it's because they were given the pronunciation written version of their names,
Okay.
and this person did not know how to read the pronunciation. So let's just hear
You just gotta
these
see
names.
it.
Okay.
Efuni Batista Santos,
And that was for Stephanie Batista Santos.
Jessica Lynn Bower,
And that is for a girl named Jessica Lynn Bauer.
June Jinju Brinon,
And that is for Sarah Virginia Brennan.
Tamume
And Thomas, like she got Thomas pronounced wrong when this is Thomas
I'm surprised
Jefferson
like
University.
someone didn't replace her like immediately. Like anybody else would have been better than this.
That's
lady.
what I've been thinking.
Anybody
Because
else.
she did it for 30 minutes straight until someone was like, hold on, like, and took over. They,
Look at her face. Like everybody's
It took
just
that long for them to realize that
she was mispronouncing all
there
of them.
wasn't a single name that was read.
So some people are saying, oh, maybe she was given like the students had to phonetically write how to say their name, or they were given, you know how like when you look into a dictionary, then in parentheses after it, they have all of the phonetic spelling of
Okay.
it, which is a very complicated thing to
do.
read.
I
You have
wouldn't
to
It's harder to do that than it is to just try to sound it out, right?
And this woman just went on for 30 minutes butchering these kids' names. How
if I was her, I'd have been like on the mic. I'd been like, "I'm so sorry." Like, somebody do something.
But
But if
they
I
not
was her,
at
I would have
least-
been like, I didn't say a single name in the last 30 minutes. There's no way.
And at least, like, I want to know, did they have it at least fully written, spelled out like the original name?
Yeah,
or was she
probably
just looking at
not.
the phonetic column? Because I think the woman who comes up 30 minutes later, she nails all of them.
Yeah.
So,
you know after like 30 minutes, she was just like, "These names are funny, huh?"
yeah.
Just
Ugh.
I'm like, "No, I got this." I'm like,
Yeah, I got it. She's like, we're very diverse this year. She thought she was doing like
Damn.
everyone a favor.
I mean, that's funny. I mean, the kids got to
No,
graduate
they
with
need
little
to hear their
entertainment.
names right.
I got it.
I got it.
Yo, it was cringe, man.
That's so funny, and all of them just smirking as they're walking up. I'd have been
Honestly, it would have been exciting. I feel like
I'd have been-
yo, don't say anything.
I'd have
I would
been
want to hear
dying.
what they would do for mine. You know what I mean? I'd be like, don't say nothing.
Hey, huh?
yeah.
Damn, that's really funny. Wow.
What does that APC thing do? What is that?
Power bank, just in case the
power goes
so we don't
out.
lose the footage.
Gotcha. I just look at it every time I'm here, and I've never known what
The
it
world
is.
ends, but our podcast keeps going because we have the box.
Just in case.
That's pretty nice, huh? The world collapsing, and we're just able to still finish.
for just a couple more hours.
A couple more hours.
Keep it going.
Nothing stops us.
I wonder how much a backup generator is for like a home.
Like to power your full home.
Yeah, like I know like some really really nice ass like houses have backup generators. Like you got to be
Like big
big
ones?
mansions. Oh, like mansions that are like $20 million. Like
Oh, and
those.
how like you're asking for how much or how long?
Just I've known that they have backup generators. So if your whole neighborhood loses power, but you have a backup generator,
Yeah.
But I just don't know how
Here we
much
go.
that is.
Looks like we're between 6,000 to about 42,000.
Wow.
Damn. I bet.
And
I
how
bet they're
long?
even
And how long does
bigger.
that run for? Like, obviously, you're not gonna want to have all your shit on in the house because that's just gonna take up all the energy.
Well, I think
but-
it's maybe gas powered. So as long as you have fuel for it, because a generator. How does a generator have power? I mean, it's a battery.
It just stores it in there, right? You
Yeah.
plug it in. You plug it in the wall, and it's like taking it in. And then once it fills up, it's filled up.
I don't know, but
Right?
I know
That's how
generators
generators
have
work.
to require fuel.
I know there's like portable generators. Like my dad has like a portable one that's like powered by gas.
Yeah,
The regular size one, though, right? The one that's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's that.
The
keep
one
your
that'll kill- the
neighborhood
one
up
that'll kill
type
you.
shit. Yeah.
Did you ever have like one of those like air pumpers, but it was like electric as a kid? Like you would fill up your tires with it, but it was electric and it was so fucking loud.
Yeah.
That shit scared the shit out of me.
oh, it's like the little box.
Like,
I have one at the house.
oh yeah, those are they still loud as fuck?
The air compressors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh man, they just used to scare me as a kid.
Now that you say that, I need to fill up my tires. I've been driving on it with like low pressure for the past 2.5 months.
No.
I don't like to take care of my car, do I?
That's crazy.
I remember when my car got towed. Did I tell you my car got towed like 2 months ago?
No, no. What?
And guess what's still in his car today?
What,
The boot?
What they write
The numbers that they write on the
boot?
windshield.
The
what they
boot.
write on the windshield? Like
It's still
and the
on
sticker.
it.
it's still on there.
Where did you get it towed? Where did it happen?
I had to go for a shoot like 2 months ago at this like building in downtown. Just
Right.
horrible. It's so hard to find parking there. So I found this parking lot right next to it, and I thought I'd be good. I mean, I was definitely risking it because it did have a big ass sign that said that like we will tow your car. But I've been getting like kind of good luck with that. So I remember like I was parking there. I'm just like, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I've been good.
right.
And I went in 2 hours later, gone.
2 hours later, damn. Well, yeah, downtown LA, they don't fuck
They
around.
don't fuck
That's how they
around.
make a lot of their money.
And
Yeah,
dude,
but you usually look at it, you're like, there's no way somebody's going to call for them to get somebody out
Someone's
here
on
in this
security
amount-
camera footage, and they're like, "Oh, he didn't pay. Tow it."
no, it wasn't paid. There was nowhere to pay. If there was somewhere to pay, I would have paid it. It was
You
just
just weren't allowed.
allowed to park there because I couldn't find parking anywhere. Even paid parking, I couldn't find paid parking anywhere. They only had meters, which were all taken by like on the street.
Yeah.
Think
So,
cost
like-
me of Uber because then, like back then,
It was
like, if you got
downtown. I just
towed,
didn't like,
you're
I didn't think to Uber.
Then how far away did they take your car? That's the worst.
25 minutes away, the other way of
Like
home.
East LA.
Home, and I was like, oh my God. So I had to Uber all the way to the east, and then I get there and cash only. Cash only.
That's what they do.
And I'm like, I don't care.
And
And
they're
then
like,
they have the
there's
ATM set
$400
up
of
with a
cash.
15% interest in there. They're like, we have an
No,
ATM
they
inside.
didn't have
15%.
They didn't have an ATM around there.
Oh, that's what I would do.
They didn't have an ATM. So you know what I did? There's a room of like 6 people in there, and everyone's upset. We're all pissed, right? Everyone's just like in a mood. And as soon as they're like, I waited like 15 minutes to get help, and once I got there, it was like only cash. I'm like, I don't have. Do you guys take Venmo? Literally anything else? They're like, no, sorry, we don't. And I was like, okay. And I looked around. And I was like, no one is going to give me $400 of cash. Like, there's just no way. It's like nobody just has that
Right.
money. And I look at the room again. I'm like, hi everyone, I will pay.
You did not. You
No.
I
Attention.
want to see the security camera
I got-
footage of Seiko.
I was
I could
was
just
like
have your
businessman. It's like what will entice them to immediately
is
pay
funny.
for my ticket? And I go, hi everyone. If anybody has extra $400, I will pay 15% of your.
No, you didn't.
Of your
Hold on, $400 for a 2-hour
Matt,
zone?
I had no choice. There was no ATM around, and I didn't have
But they
cash.
said
saying
it
the
was
price.
the price for being illegally parked somewhere. They charged you $400.
Wow.
Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad for people who
$400.
have no money. Like
awful.
that is
So I wanted to make it worth someone's
while.
just
Or what? Yeah.
just
Convenience.
worth someone's convenience, and immediately a guy goes, "I got it,"
Wow.
and he pulls up because I asked the first time, nobody said anything.
Wait, and so what was the incentive?
15% of their ticket.
Oh, you'll pay for 50%.
15%.
And he goes, well, I
of
was
the ticket."
illegally parked for 2 weeks. You're like,
Well,
so
my
that's
ticket was
50.
$5,000.
I think it came out to like $30 or something. It was like $30, $40, something like that.
Okay.
And I was just like, thank you so much. And I like Venmo'd him, but my Venmo wasn't going through.
Oh.
But he already paid it, right? And I was just like, look, dude, I promise I will pay for you. I think there's something wrong with my account. It's just something was wrong with my Venmo account. It's like, I will Venmo you, I promise. And he just let me go. And then
That was really
And
nice.
then 2 days later, I sent him a little bit of extra, like, I'm so sorry for it being
Wait,
late.
he let
Very
you
good.
walk away and you.
Yeah.
His
at that
name,
point.
Robert Dunst.
He was
Durst.
the sweetest old man.
Turns.
That was him. Robert Dunst.
Zane, that's actually crazy that you never told us that.
Yeah, that's wild.
I think I was a little embarrassed too, because like it's embarrassing to have your
Getting your car towed just sucks.
It is
Like,
embarrassing, but that was really nice of that guy.
Yeah, it was really nice of him.
the people who work there, they're like smoking behind like the plexiglass.
They know what they're doing.
And it's, you realize it's like a private company too. Like the money isn't even like going to the city. It's
Yeah.
just someone else's business.
No, it has to be. Oh no, because those are private.
Those are private lots,
parking
and it's a
lots.
private
Yes, yes.
business, and they cut a deal to where the lot can also profit off the people getting towed.
Yeah.
And so it's a whole fucking like.
My favorite thing to watch though is people that would do anything to get out of like a boot.
Yeah, like ruin their
or-
car. Like ruin
or
their car.
getting repoed. Dude, go one night, just search it up. People that are trying to get their car off of a repo truck.
Yeah.
It's being towed. They're jumping into it and they're smashing the gas, and it's just like
Yeah.
and then it's going sideways.
Causing thousands of dollars of damage, like them not realizing that $400 ticket, it's much cheaper than what
Yeah.
you're doing to your
They're
car right now.
unhinged.
Well, first of all, your car's getting repoed, but then they're totaling their car in the process of trying to get it off, which is hurting them even more.
It's funny because it's a private company, so like legally you can't like you.
You're going to be
the
responsible for damages as
repo
well.
is
Yeah.
the bank. Repo,
Oh,
bank's not getting their money. They send the repo to come get their shit.
But the bank hires the repo company
Yes.
too,
Oh, the
right?
bank hires a repo.
yeah, because the bank owns the car until you finish paying it off and you get your like
Legally,
yeah.
got it.
I want to see someone like repo a boat.
They
Like,
do that
they,
too, right?
do they just like take it off your dock and then they tow it to another
well,
marina?
that would be a lot easier,
I think
yeah.
it's a lot easier to tow it.
All you gotta do is go up to the rope.
Yeah,
and you just
Very
come up
easy.
and just cut it. Like, sorry, my boat.
yeah, that's a lot easier.
What a cool job too. Honestly,
It's dangerous.
You're committing thievery, but legally,
yeah,
you're stealing people's property.
And
You're
you have
allowed
like
to
a
do it.
sense of power. You're like, nah,
Yeah.
take it up with the state. Sorry,
Yeah.
take it up with the bank.
but it's crazy too because they're kind of like a private eye and they wait for the right time to go in there and
Do
repo
it.
it.
Yeah.
Like they follow you. They wait until you like get out.
Oh, so the car that escaped, they will go back and find him and and take his
Well,
car
yeah,
again.
I mean they have to repossess it again, but just like leading up to the car getting repoed, like they're like watching you like a
Yeah.
PI. Wait until you go home. Wait until you leave. They know your schedule. They're
from,
like,
from
"All right,
your garage, push.
it's time,
I would love to be a private investigator.
dude.
fun.
Watching the Jinx, I'm like, I'm with you. I need to solve like
A crime.
yeah.
Yeah. Look up some cold cases in your hometown. Try to find them, man. Fascinating.
There's a couple of people that like went missing. I feel like in our
There is.
Probably. It's Florida, baby.
there was a couple. Remember, a couple like just went missing, and everyone's like, "Where the fuck did he go?" Like,
Yeah.
went missing, and just nobody ever found him.
Tune in next week.
Yeah,
All right, let's close it out.
We're gonna close it
All
out.
right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We love you so much. Make sure to check out the Patreon as well, patreon.com/Zane and Heath. We post a bonus episode every single month. We do a live Q&A every single month.
Unwinds.
We also keep these cameras rolling even after the episode ends. You get a bonus extended cut version of this, all on patreon.com/Zane and Heath.
We post these episodes every week, audio form on Mondays on all the podcast platforms, and every Tuesday, video form on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Zane and Heath.
All right, Unwinders, we'll see you in a second.
Love you.
Peace.
Ciao, ciao.